Hey guys, it's Steph from Shred. I'm here with JT and Andy from Paper Root. If you guys just tell us what you do in the band, that'd be great.
I sing and play guitar.
I sing and sample.
Okay, now how did Paper Root form?
Accidentally. We kind of came from another band, and Chad had bought a laptop and started recording, and I was coming over and just kind of writing on it a little, and Andy happened to live upstairs and heard about it and came downstairs and started recording on it. And Gavin was a friend of Chad's roommate, and he came in last. He came in to start playing drums after we were probably an EP and a half into our life, I guess.
Wow. And now, is there anything significant behind the name Paper Root, or is it just kind of...
Well, we all had a paper route when we were kids. Well, the majority of us did. And it was one of those things that it was our first job, you know. It was real pure, like, we're doing this because we need to make money, because we need to have a job. And for us, we were making music because we needed to make music, you know. It was just a real point-to-point kind of a transaction, I guess.
Okay, so now I guess individually and then maybe as a group, who or what are your influences in general? Or I mean, hey, if you do your own thing, then...
Oh, no. We just have like kind of a handful, like a little grab bag of influences that we always pull out of.
Yeah, I would say recently I guess I'm listening to a lot of Nick Cave. I just bought that brand new album. I kind of like it.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Definitely Daisy's up there.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued with that band. I think there's definitely something to them. Like, you know, every time I go back and revisit it, I find something new.
There's a real sincerity,
yeah,
and kind of urgency with that band. Like, just when I first heard that new record, I was just like almost offended at how like abrasive it was, and I think that was kind of the point, which is great, very exciting to listen to.
So on your guys' aspect, for synth infused music such as yours, how does writing and collaborating affect that? When you have, you know, like I said, the synth, and then I believe it was a fork that you were somehow...
Theremin.
A theremin.
Yeah.
It's basically a proximity detector. The closer you get to it, the higher the frequency, and the closer you get to the second antenna, the lower the volume.
Oh.
Very simple design, but it was actually the first synthesizer ever created.
Oh, wow.
By Leon Theremin.
We use
Russian in the 20s.
We use a lot of found sound things.
Yeah.
We use a lot of samplers. And making our album in the house, we use the limitations to force us, I think, to be more creative, and that kind of bleeds into the songwriting process. And so I guess to answer your question, it's, you know, maybe the heater in the background when Andy's tracking vocals is something that, you know, a real studio would get out of the sound, but we kind of, I guess, have just learned to embrace it and maybe turn that into a whole other pad, you know, a whole other sound to the song.
Well, it adds character to it, you know, like you hear different people or different artists using different vocal mics. Honestly, like Ray Gibson is a great example of the lead singer just using, like you get all sorts of different senses of intimacy by just using like the room as an instrument, you know. And so we're really pumped about that.
So yes, you guys released 3 APs, one being digital only, and before you released Absence.
There you go.
So what was writing a full length like in kind of comparison to going with the EPs?
I thought it was going to be like writing an EP but longer, but it was really just like writing. It felt like it was just like writing an EP, but it was just more intense, I guess.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like making 2 EPs, you know. It really just felt like we had to be more focused and we had to be more.
I have a question. Do we ever, for real, do we ever set out to like specifically record an EP, or were we just recording tons of songs all the time?
That's a really good question.
Because I kind of feel like we just recorded a lot of songs all the time.
The only times that we ever set out to record an EP were the first EP and the Christmas EP, and then when we had started recording what we wanted to be the full length, we realized that we had a full length, the material for a full length and material for another EP, and they felt separate but still somehow connected.
Absence, it's got a pretty mature sound for a first full length, so I guess what was your not really angle, but did you have like one serious influence, or did you just pull elements from various places?
Maybe Jonathan
Would you share
Farrell.
Jonathan Farrell was probably the biggest inspiration that I had during the reporting of Absence. He would pop his head in and be like, "Hey guys, this is okay, I guess," or "Hey guys, this sucks."
He was real honest with us.
But when he came in and said, "Hey guys, this is special," that's when I knew that we were onto something great. And it was valuable, his insight, and I guess his he just has a really good ear.
Is it now that you're on at your new home with Universal Records? Do you see yourself maybe sliding into a headlining spot, or are you gonna just kind of keep building and building momentum, just going like the route you're going? If I'm gonna use a pun.
No.
That's a really good question. Well, we did our first headlining tour 2 months ago, and we were blown away by how awesome our fans were and how many people came out in places that we'd never even been to. And I think that we're definitely going to do another one of those as soon as possible.
But it's definitely a strategic thing, Like you want to be, yeah, it's totally just strategic. And I think that if this last headlining tour is any indicator, we'll of course be getting it going again very soon.
Yeah.
Now, unrelated and a question I was asked to ask.
Okay.
You guys seem like the kind of guys that have a shit ton of fun.
Yeah.
And we were wondering what's your favorite tour story? Like, have you ever had one of those like hangover movie mornings? Just
No.
crazy stories.
What about
I barfed in a hat once.
Yeah, you barfed in a hat once.
Nice.
And that was a crazy tour hangover.
See, I always made it into the trash can.
No, I did not. I made it
Well,
into my hat.
One time we were touring with a band that was very particular about getting the things on their rider every day. And
It was a good story.
one time we really planned it out, because everyone's like, it's the last day, tour pranks. And we aren't really pranksters, but we're like, you know what? Let's be pranksters.
Yeah.
So we got apple juice. And
Because apple juice looks just like
Urine.
whiskey.
Oh,
Rum.
whiskey.
Or urine.
yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that too. And so we dumped out their whiskey and we dumped out their rum and we poured in apple juice.
Oh.
And then we also took.
Did you really drink their whiskey and rum?
No,
No.
because they would have.
They were
Yeah,
they were
okay,
good.
freaked out.
They were good friends, and so we wanted to make sure that
Yeah, we didn't want to burn any bridges.
Okay.
So
it was up. We transferred the liquid to different containers.
Okay. That makes sense.
yeah, so then we got out a camera. We got out a camera and we filmed the entire thing. So you can cut like 10 minutes into it and Sam the bass player is sipping it and he's like, tastes like apple juice.
What's crazy is like there wasn't a moment where he was drinking it and thought this is apple juice.
Yeah,
he kept drinking it and was
it
thinking
kind of tastes like apple juice. Weird.
this tastes like
We
apple
kept
juice.
drinking it and then eventually freaked out and found out and we're like, we filmed it. So I guess that's a good story. Do we have any others?
I got left in Canada once when I was like 8.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Absence is out now. You can buy it in the stores or on iTunes. And if you can't buy it in stores, then you should come see us on this tour because it will most likely just blow your mind. Mostly because we're on tour with Paramore and their genius.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Thanks
Good
for
luck on
having us.
tour.